the libraries. It's for a primary school audience, and really it's going to give the students an opportunity to explore their library in a way that perhaps they haven't done so in the past. So they'll be looking for different types of books and media. So usually maybe these primary school kids just go in and they go straight to their favourite section, the children's section. We're going to design a treasure hunt so that they can explore different types of media and then seek out information that they may not have known existed in the library prior to this workshop. So overall, they will be shown the importance of numbers and numeracy, but through the vehicle of literature, okay, and the form of the library. And all the time then they're developing their numeracy skills as well as their literacy skills. So it's a win-win for you guys and then from the math point of view as well. We want to go through all the material with you to make it as easy as possible for you guys. We're aware that not everyone is comfortable with the mathematics, but we want to make it as easy as possible for you. So we're going to provide all the printable materials that you have actually today. You can take them home away with you. And we're going to go through each activity and we're going to demonstrate how it all works and the maths behind it. Okay? So really it's connecting your love and interest of literature with helping the primary school kids then discover this wonder of maths. Okay, and hopefully you guys might get on board as well. The treasure hunt then, so the students will be given a hunt list and maybe 30 minutes, 35 minutes then to complete it in small groups. So the types of discussion here will be about the library and its contents. You'll be able to share that information with the students. And then the math side of it, the classification systems that you use in the library, and then number patterns and patterns in general. Questions that you could ask then, put it out to them. What do you think is in the library besides from books? What type of information do you think is available in the library? How many books do you think were in the library? You guys might have some kind of records, know exactly how many books are in your library. You might be able to give them some guidance on that. Ask them, do you think that there's maths involved in the library? What type of maths? Okay, so you'd be really surprised to see what the students come up with. Of course, then, you know, there's counting, measuring, cataloguing the books. You could talk about that kind of process as well. A nice little icebreaker for them as well is talk about patterns. Okay, so part of the hunt list, they have to try find some kind of patterns in the library. Okay, so you could just throw it out to them. Do they have any examples of patterns? Where do they see patterns in their everyday world? Does anyone have any examples of some patterns?
Fields, no?
Yeah, so Tracy, do you want to elaborate on that?
Well, we have patterns of like fields are like a quilt, I suppose, aren't they? Just have squares all joined up together.
Perfect, yeah, exactly. So we can kind of see geometric patterns in the world around us, exactly. Number patterns, patterns made up of shapes, colours and so on. Also, you'd be surprised, even the young kids, they can spot patterns, and it's all about being able to predict what's going to come next. So even if you just go to them Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, are they able to predict what's going to come next? Yeah, that's a repeating pattern. It repeats after every 7 days, months of the year, seasons and so on. Okay, so there's some examples of patterns there that can kind of get going. They'll have loads of examples as well for you. And then discussion on the classification systems. Okay, so I'm aware that the Dewey classification system is kind of standard in most public libraries. Is that something that you guys would all use? Yeah? Excellent. So every book is kind of catalogued using that system. Brilliant. Okay, fantastic. So you could kind of talk to them about that, and then the need for classification. How might they organise the books if they were in charge? They might put all the same colour together, put the big books together, you know, alphabetical order and so on. Okay? Talk to them about where all the different sections in the library, so you've got your crime, your romance, your fiction, your non-fiction. Okay, so there's loads of points for the discussion there. Then for this activity, I think groups of 4 would be best, okay? So again, get input from the teachers here to help you put them into groups of 4. And you're going to give each group a hunt list. What you could do is you could assign roles to each student just to kind of give them ownership. If you had some kind of name badges, or they could just write it on a piece of paper, whatever. So the types of roles that we'd have is you'd have maybe a scribe, a reader, okay? So someone that's going to be reading and writing during the task. A timekeeper and a manager, okay? So keeping a record of the time. How much time do we have left, and constantly, organizing your time management. And then you'll have a couple of researchers, okay? So it's their job to, locate and research and discover and question and, justify. Okay, so then once they're in their groups, look, we have about 18, 19 clues here. I don't imagine they're going to find them all, okay? I just didn't want to run out, so rather have more. I think it might be a good idea to stagger the groups, okay? So group 1 starts on question 1, group 2 starts on question 5, and so on, so that they're not all using the same resources at the same time.